Dr. Liv. Healthy boundaries are not selfish, they are necessary. So many people struggle with boundaries because they don't want to disappoint others, upset people, or come across as rude. But the truth is, however, without setting boundaries, it becomes very easy to lose yourself trying to keep everyone else happy. You should always set healthy and appropriate boundaries. Boundaries equals self-love, self-respect, and self-protection. Setting a boundary communicates what you will and will not accept, tolerate, or allow in your life. Setting a boundary also communicates how much of your attention, time, energy, effort, money, and other resources you are willing to devote to something or someone. Now, will everyone like your boundaries? No. Will everyone understand your boundaries? No. Will everyone respect your boundaries? Unfortunately, no. But does any of that mean you should not set them? Absolutely not. It is important to know that there are different types of boundaries, including physical, mental, emotional, financial, and even time boundaries. Therefore, you will need to set them for different areas in your life. And just like people have different attachment and communication styles, people also have different boundary styles. Three common types are healthy, porous, and rigid boundaries. The ideal boundary style is healthy. With healthy boundaries, you are careful and discerning. You are selective and protective. Selective about the people you allow close to you, selective about your associations, selective about the energy you keep around you. And at the same time, you are protective of yourself physically, mentally, emotionally, and even spiritually. Healthy boundaries allow you to care about others without abandoning yourself in the process. Next is porous boundaries. With porous boundaries, you tend to be overly trusting. You don't properly vet people or situations. You struggle to assert yourself. You may overgive, overshare, overextend yourself, and tolerate far more than you should. People with porous boundaries often ignore their own needs while prioritizing everyone else's. And lastly, there are rigid boundaries. With rigid boundaries, you become more than cautious. You become guarded and mistrustful. You keep people at a distance. You push people away. You may struggle to receive feedback or consider different perspectives. With rigid boundaries, there can also be a very inflexible mindset, such as a my way or the highway mentality. And while rigid boundaries may feel protective, they can also create emotional isolation and prevent healthy connection. And this is why healthy boundaries are so important. Healthy boundaries protect you from toxic people, unhealthy environments, manipulation, and emotional burnout. They prevent you from losing yourself while trying to please everyone else. Healthy boundaries also protect you from constantly draining and depleting yourself, especially in relationships where there is little to no reciprocity. No matter the person or relationship, healthy boundaries are necessary because you deserve rest, you deserve peace, and you deserve freedom, fun, independence, and balance. Your needs matter too. And it's true, you cannot continuously pour from an empty cup. Even if you seem to be functioning fine right now, over time, exhaustion, people-pleasing, stress, resentment, and unmet needs will eventually catch up to you. And this is why it is so important to practice what I call the ABCs: assertiveness, boundaries, consequences. Because boundaries without consequences is ineffective. And every person has to decide the boundaries they need to set and the consequences they will enforce if those boundaries are not respected. And here is a simple exercise that can help. Take out a sheet of paper and write down the pros and cons of setting the boundary. Then write down the pros and cons of not setting the boundary. This process is called a cost-benefit analysis. Doing this simple exercise helps you clearly see the risk, benefits, and long-term impact of your decision in black and white. And sometimes that clarity is exactly what you need to choose what protects your peace, your mental health, and your well-being. So remember, healthy boundaries are not a punishment. They are meant to protect you because boundaries equal self-love, self-respect, and self-protection. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in another video.